Denver Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Indianapolis Colts. For this next drive, they'll run with a former LSU Tiger. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The numbers for Jones last week, he was able to topple the 200-yard mark and a rushing touchdown for good measure.
And what I found surprising, all those yards he accumulated, only found the end zone
just once.
That doesn't even seem fair, does it?
But still, the 200-yard mark, something he can always carry in his back pocket. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done.
Here's a diving catch right side. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives. Coming here for the Dallas Cowboys. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So having been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field. And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Cowboys first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And the Cowboy first down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The Cowboys in 5-3 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Finds Pickens outright. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Prescott now from the 50. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the
They go back to the ground with Jones. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. From the 25, here's second down and 3. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of a 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On play action, Prescott. Illinois brings it in outright. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
13-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and
inside give to Jones. Shoves him away. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, fair to say they've got some offense, and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game. Here's second and 3. To throw is Prescott. There's Floyd. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's first and 10. A give to Jones. Fights through it. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. It still won't go down. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 109 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. And that last carry will do it. He is officially now the new all-time NFL record holder for most rushing yards in a single season. Historic, unbelievable, what an accomplishment. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. On the delay, Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a second and 2. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force barreled down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. As we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far.
A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of
The man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play, but sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him. And, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Finding Pickens for another catch. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
George Pickens. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's Prescott.
14-yard line.
This one swung out here to Jones. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Third down.
Third down and 1. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's a foot race. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Even the most tenured quarterback.
To take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Now Prescott. Now quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Second and 10.
Cameron Bynum on the coverage.
On the counter, here's Jones. Able to fight through one tackle. And it's a room to run now. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 209 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they will get him down behind the line, but a penalty flag comes in late. And I think they got him down by the face mask. Well, like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
And the Cowboy first down.
There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Menu narration set to 100. Subtitle scales the volume of the menu narration.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to... Running back as he trots onto the field. He has had a whale of a game. In the third quarter, you're already over 200 yards. I don't know what more he can do at this point.
Not a whole lot, and what he has found is that zone that we always talk about, where every carry feels great. Every carry potentially is a sprint to the end zone, and all he wants to do is ride it as long as this game goes on.
Yeah, now he's just thinking 300 yards maybe.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Prescott now. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Ball start, offense.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now... As we look at the back, heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
He's brought down at the 30.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The give is to Jones. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. Still going. They can't stop him. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 69 yards. And the Cowboys just continue to roll. And that rushing touchdown, number 28 on the year, just a remarkable number as he draws level with a Hall of Famer LaDainian Tomlinson for the most in NFL history. And their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. There's a nice move. Now look out. He's to the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 92 yards. And And the Cowboys add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Yet another touchdown run for him, and this one is going to put his name in the NFL record books. He's now set the new bar for most rushing touchdowns in a single game. Get set to take the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it in.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Set for this next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And that's going to be the touchdown run that puts him in the record books. He has now set the all-time mark for most rushing touchdowns in a single season. Unbelievable. What an accomplishment for him. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9. Prescott to throw it. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Throwing, Prescott. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. He did his best to just get 4 out. Offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Still moving. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown This thing is ugly.
Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't it?